Hello, powerful one. Welcome to this edition of Inner Growth with Osezwa Elimihe. Today, we are talking real stuff. We always talk real stuff here, don't we? The human mind has been considered a beast by certain people, and at certain end, it is considered as a machine. Let us imagine that the human mind is indeed a beast. Why is it called a beast? It is called a beast because it packs so much power. The capacity of the mind is infinite. As far as a human being can think, so far can the mind go. The only limitation placed on mind is by the personality that the mind has developed. If the human ego has come to the point where it is limiting, it pulls the mind back. There are people who live in this world that are not getting the right deal out of life. They are not getting the life of their dream, irrespective of their effort. They are not really just able to get it done. And they always think that it is somebody. Their employers are not giving it to them. Their bosses are not giving them good reviews. Somebody is backbiting them. Someone is undoing them from their villages. Something, somehow, the economy is not working for them. Their parents didn't give them a good head start. The society into which they were born is backward society. They have all kinds of reasons why they are not doing well, but they just haven't been able to understand that their desires are not being met because their mind is not taking instructions from them. When your mind is not responding to you, to your desires, to the desires of your heart, then your life is not going the way you want it to be. You are not living in bliss. You're not living in fulfillment. Why is it that your mind is not taking instructions from you? The answer is simple. You are not the one feeding your mind. We had a dog that was brought to our compound recently, about a year and a half now. A dog is as black as beauty can be, as thick as power can be in an animal. The animal, that dog, is a beast. The name of that dog is Alex. And everybody around the house marked the door front where it is chained, and they avoided it. If you came any inch close, the dog, when it barks, it's like you are carrying a plank and slamming it on the floor. Oh, is massive. And I just saw the dog as a piece of beauty. I have always loved to love animals. I always park the car very close to their entrance. Sometimes I will have to go and circumlocute, take a corner around the car to enter. I said, I can't keep doing this to this animal. One day, I went out, I bought some biscuits, and I was looking at the dog. I said, maybe the dog will eat biscuits. I threw some at the dog. The dog first barked and charged at me, or the chain held it back, but he looked at the biscuit and he sniffed it. And the next thing, crunch, 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 the dog was eating the biscuit. I said, oh, you like more? I tried more at the dog. From time to time, the dog selected me for friendship, no longer barked at me. Now, I go as close to the dog and chat with it, talk to the dog. But the truth is that I have been with dogs in my life, but I have not seen the dog as beautiful as Alex. Dark beauty. Now, this is it. When you feed the beast befriends you. When you don't feed the beast will befriend the people that feeds it. This is where I come with the question, who is feeding the beast of your mind? Well, hold that question. We'll be back to tackle it when we come back from this break. I am Osezwa Anthony Elimihe. You know me. I am in the game of helping you grow from inside out. That is the drill. You're welcome back. So, who is feeding the beast of your mind? You know, at the earlier stage of this channel, I explained that the mind is as powerful as the data you feed it. Mind is useless without data. It is just like your computer. You have your computer. If you don't install programs on it, you can't use it. The same way with the mind. You have to give mind data. And the mind cannot err. Remember that. And I got this from the classes I took under my training in Scientology. I learned this, that mind cannot err. It can only err to the extent of the error of the data you load it. Mind feeds on data. And what is data again? We have said it. Data is your beliefs. So the beliefs that run your life, where are they coming from? Mind we create in relation to the belief you give it. So who is responsible for the belief that run your life? Mind will only obey those people, because that is where the beliefs are coming from. If you allow religion, if you allow the society, if you allow the dead men and the dead women in your life to be the ones that supply the data that control your mind, of course, the mind will not listen to you when you talk to it. It will not even be aware of you talking, because you don't even have any basis to talk to the mind. People have not learned the habit of befriending their minds. They treat the mind as a non-entity. They are not even aware that mind exists. They just see themselves as, I am alive. What is I and what is the am? I want to. Who is wanting and who is towing? Do you know? All your desires, most of the times, they are coming from your ego, your personality, and aspect of your mind. Who formed that ego? How was the ego formed? The ego was formed by the beliefs, the data that were loaded to the mind. Therefore, do you think that the ego, that personality that has been built by the food from society, will ignore society and come and be in your place? This is why when you do things that are not in line with social standards, you will be feeling guilty. That is the ego flogging you, saying you have offended my masters. But what if you would turn the tables around and begin to dislodge the food that society has given to mind, begin to feed mind with your own food, with your own data, with your own beliefs? Don't you think your life will be better off? Now, one of the reasons people don't buy this idea is because they want to have the results now. Don't forget that, first of all, you have to dislodge the beliefs, the data that society has given to that mind, and begin to feed yours to the mind. When you feed yours to the mind will acclimatize over time before it starts working in line with your expectations. That will take some time, my friend. It's not going to happen over a period of 1 month. And most people are so impatient, they are not willing to wait it out and keep up the practices. No, life did not take 5 years to build you into what you are now that you don't like. It took them years to build, to validate, affirm, and keep affirming that thing. And you think that you will do it for 1 month, 2 months, and everything will change. It doesn't work that way. Before I started feeling the way I feel about me, before I started realizing how worthy I am, that there is nothing in the universe that is more worthy than I, it took me years. I had to weed through negative programs that are built in me that told me I was not good enough. That it is by grace, it is just by luck, by grace that I'm wading through. I started comparing myself with other people. But now, I got to that point where I realized that whether I have money, whether I don't have money, whether I have a pretty lady in my life, whether I don't have a pretty lady in my life, I am gorgeous, I am beautiful, I am powerful, I am infinitely possible. That level of self-belief did not come by accident. It did not come by happenstance or accident. It came by effort. Even at some point, getting to the point of deep depression and frustration. When I started going head on with a certain standard in my life, I started kicking at them, kicking them out. It was not easy, man. It took a while. So my friend, focus. If you decide today that you want to change your life for good, and you want your life to go the way you want it to be, you want to have value for the existence that you are applying on this planet, make that decision today. And if you need help from me, friend, drop me a line. and I'll be willing to help you out. It works like magic. All you need to do is to first, before you start feeding the mind, befriend your mind. How do you befriend your mind? Spend time with it. Talk to your mind. Your mind is a listening beast. We call it a beast not because it is brutal. We call it a beast because it is powerful. It can do anything. Spend time. You see this video I'm doing right now, as I'm talking now, I am feeding the mind. That's how it happens. You see, when you get to that emotive state where the entire world stands still and nothing else exists but the things that you are saying, at that moment in time, mind is attuned to you because your subconscious gateway is wide open and the things you are saying are pouring in. I have done a video on sleep. I've done a video on creating stable datum. I have about 3 series on that. Go watch them. Stable datum. All right. Watch my series also on becoming a person of influence. Watch them. You will know how to feed your mind, how to spend time with your mind. Now, spending time with your mind is equal to spending time with yourself because you are taking yourself into the picture. You see that moment when you wake up in the morning, it is a priceless moment. Like this day, when I woke up, I know I was going to do this video. As I woke up from sleep, the first thought that came to me was, I am blessed to be alive again. This is yet another opportunity for me to make my mark on the sands of time. I expressed gratitude. I spoke for over an hour, my friend. More than that, not talking that, I was talking on my inside, telling life what I see myself as. Every aspect of my life, I attended to them. I am easy. I am breezy. I am friendly. It is easy with me. Money is my friend. We relate together. Money is my energy, my younger brother energy. I use money for good, for value. I bless the world around me with money. I put myself in a state of allowance of the goodness of life to flow towards me. I put myself in a state of allowance for the mental money in me to be converted into material money that I can touch, that I can circulate. I am healthy, I am wealthy, and I am worthy. I allow every human being in the entire universe to experience their wealthiness, their worthiness, and their healthiness. I bless every life. Everything I ask for myself, I ask it for every being in the land of the living. My friend, when you do such early hour affirmations, you are setting the tone for your life. You are feeding your mind. For the first time, it could be sweet. When you continue over a period, you might see a little bit of resistance. What is resisting you is not actually your mind, not your higher mind, but it is your ego. Because it's coming to say, you are about to kill me. Because what makes up your ego or your personality are different beliefs. Now, most of these things I've just said, and these things you are saying, you are hacking at certain negative beliefs. People think that the way to hack at negative beliefs is to face them and say, I refuse to be poor. I reject poverty. I reject lack. You are not doing that. That's not it. It won't work because you are putting energy into them. Go for the opposite. It is easy with me. It is breezy with me. I am in a state of allowance to money. Money is an integral part of my being. It is my younger brother energy that I circulate to create value in life. I make way for the manifestation of money, of the conversion of my mental energy of money to material, tactile, gross energy of money that I can touch, that I can circulate to make life better. You see, those things, when you are saying that you are creating material values for yourself, you are removing the negativity. See, this is it. When you keep doing it, mind will resist you at the level of the ego, but you have to continue. You wake up one day, find out that you are not able to say anything, you are just tired, not happy. That is the time to even do it. Because mind is trying to entrench the old data. But you have to say no to mind. You don't go to mind and say no. You go to mind and say, it's okay, You like it, that's okay, but this is what I like. Start telling mind. When you are doing this, what you're actually creating is that you are letting mind know that you are awake. That you are making mind know that you know that it is not you and you are not it. And then the second thing is that you are making mind understand that you are the commander. Mind knows that you are the commander-in-chief of your human system. But because you have been dozing, you have been sleeping, dreaming that you are awake, mind has taken charge and went to society and started picking whatever you can find. Now you are telling mind, I'm awake, I want to take charge. And somehow mind tests your resolve and you fall bracketed. You can't do anything. Oh no, mind will not trust you. You have to keep at it. There is nothing that was done in one day. It is time. Invest time. Mind respects time. Mind respects effort. Don't let society feed the beast that serves you. Feed your beast yourself. Spend time with your mind. When you wake up in the morning, tell mind the direction you want to go. When you are moving around, you start having feelings that are contrary to your set goal, your expectations of life. Feed mind with what you expect as expectations. Don't antagonize that thing and say, I reject this thing. No. If mind comes to you and say, oh, by this time of the day, you are supposed to be tired after all you have done. Tell mind, I have infinite supply of energy. I am above the limitations of time and space. I am strong. I am healthy. I know that my youth is renewed. My energy is renewed. I am attached to the infinite source. And I am strong. I am worthy. And I am capable of this task. You say it like you mean it. And you see the mind subside and you continue. We understand, maybe we'll do a video on that fatigue is not actual. It is natural because we've been experiencing it, but fatigue doesn't come from doing, from your actions. It comes from data. It comes from experience. We'll talk about that in some other videos. So that is it, my friend. Feed your beasts and it will obey you. It will serve you. If others feed your beast, it will not obey you, it will not serve you. Beasts respond with loyalty to those who feed them. Your mind is your power-packed beast. Feed it, befriend it, love it. God bless you.